content may not be suitable to some audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to some audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to some audiences. Your discretion.
And Mimi Goody's got the underachiever beaver.
Oh, Lord. I don't want to talk about Mimi and her beaver.
Oh, jeez. Damn.
I got 2 titles.
You know, I do gotta say, you do probably the worst impression of Seth Rollins.
I don't know about that one. Number 3, AJ Styles is number 3, and number 4, Kofi goddamn Kingston is number 4. Are you kidding me?
Gonna stomp my boots in the
Dang, Miguel Cole missed the top 10 again. Such a travesty.
This is what I'm talking about. Some respect, finally.
Get the fuck out of here.
Here's your headline.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new edition of Wrestling POV. I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with Mimi Goody.
Hello.
And the third wheel, Rick Serrano III.
Hey, people.
And our intern, Miguel Cole.
Hello. How's everybody doing?
All right, we got kind of a busy week this weekend, and especially over in the Global guys.
Yeah.
They have their AEW pay-per-view. Also with the NXT UK pay-per-view they got this weekend, too, going toe-to-toe.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm looking forward to it. And we're going to give our little predictions at the end of the show of the AEW. So just to make sure everybody plays along, the cards should be already out. The points should be already out. So get your points in, get your picks in, and play along and take that title away from Rick. Take it away. All right.
No one's ever going to take away the title of the first ever Wrestling POV
Jesus
Global
Christ.
Champion. That title is forever.
And Mimi Goody's got the underachiever beaver.
Oh, Lord. I don't want to talk about Mimi and her beaver.
Oh, jeez. Damn. Wow. Oh, my God.
You wish you knew about my beavers.
All right, so we have the Facebook poll and hater comment of the week, and we also got the hot tag news of what happened this week with the PWI Top 500 list. That was interesting. All right.
But stupid.
Yeah, it was. All right, so before we go hit the news, let's do the Facebook poll of the week, which was, is Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman the worst odd couple tag team? If not, comment who was. Who's worse? Now, Rick, you posted this. Care to explain, sir?
Yeah, I mean, over the eons of wrestling, we've had a bunch of odd couple tag teams who shouldn't be tag teams, and they get together and they win the tag team titles for one reason or another. But this one, it was just one of those things where I'm interested in hearing first of all, the history, if anybody knows what odd couple tag teams are out there that I didn't know about. I want to know what people think are the worst ones. But also, how bad do you think Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman is together? In my opinion, in my POV, they are the worst odd couple tag team. I just don't see it.
Really?
Honestly, Seth Rollins is become one of the worst unlike people. Braun Strowman doesn't
Did you
talk
say
on
white
the mic.
people?
He said
Mike
on mic.
on the mic. But yeah, he's one of the worst being on the mic, and then Braun Strowman doesn't talk. So what do they bring into the table? They don't even have this hate for one another to make them an odd couple. You just have Braun Strowman stare at him as if he was a piece of meat.
Well, he wasn't staring at him. He was staring at the belt.
Title.
Yeah,
And the titles
and
of his
yeah. And the thing with it is, people are like, not people, but I know somebody back there is telling him to, every time you got to keep staring at the titles. It's getting stupid. It's getting dumb.
Yeah, and you
Stupid.
can even see that
Stupid.
when Braun
Stupid.
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 You can see when Braun is like trying to get Seth's attention so that he can hold up the belt, but Seth is too busy. Yay! Look at me! I got 2 titles.
I do gotta say, you do probably the worst impression of Seth Rollins.
I don't know about that one. I think I got the best one out there.
But the thing of it is, it cracks me the fuck up.
Because that's how he sounds. I'm Seth
More
Rollins.
like the teacher from Monsters Inc.
I've never seen Monsters Inc. I don't know what you're talking about. But it's just funny because it's like the minute Seth Rollins' name come up, you go into that voice. It's like a nagging old lady.
Exactly. That's what he sounds like to me. But what do you
Okay.
think, Tony, about this tag team?
I think, it's telling a story for one because they want Braun in the title picture against Seth Rollins. So could they have done it a different way? Yeah, they could have. But to have him be with the title, now the only end game I would accept from this is that if Braun beats Seth at the pay-per-view at Clash of Champions, and I would have liked it if he beat AJ on Raw, and he would have had all those belts.
Oh,
That's the
hell
only
no.
way. Yes!
No!
Yes! That's the only way I would accept, because they owe him. They owe Braun.
They owe him, but not three titles.
No. Hell yeah. Do it. When was the last time you've seen that? It's been a while. It's been
Yeah.
a very long while. And the thing of it is, they owe Braun that. They've been giving him the Big Show treatment for far too long, and it's time. That's how I see it. All right. Mimi, what do you think of this odd couple tag team?
Well, I think they suck, but I think that Kane and Daniel Bryan sucked even more.
I kind of, it was okay. Because at least there was chemistry there, my God. But the only thing that they're doing and is kind of shocking to me is the fact that they are defending the titles at Clash of Champions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Because I was like, when it happened, I was like, oh, shit. It's their way of not defending the Raw titles on the Clash of Champions because they got it, and blah, blah, blah. But, hey, they're doing it. So I go with that. So, all right, Matt Novak, he said, obviously Braun and Nicholas, but that can't really count. Kane and Bryan is one that stands out for me. Okay. Clay Cummings, he says John Cena and Batista. I don't remember that.
I don't
But
remember that either.
but they weren't. All right, they are odd couples, but that's a freaking monster tag team right there.
That is. Yeah. Did they won the tag team?
They
titles?
won the tag title, yeah.
Wow.
But come on, Clay. Come on. Come on.
Elio Canella from Wrestling POV Global. He said the Big Show and Miz.
Show Miz?
Yeah. Show Miz.
I thought that was a good tag team.
Yeah. No.
They were good.
See,
I liked
Miz can
it.
talk. Miz can talk, and Big Show's
Yeah,
a
that's
giant. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Travis Crawford said Daniel Bryan and Kane. Josh Ziggler said Cody Rhodes and Hardcore Holly.
Nah. That was a good tag team, too, because it was like...
Really?
The Hardcore Holly was the mentor to Cody Rhodes, and then they started working together. And they started doing the Alabama Slam together. Come on, guys. Better than Seth and Braun?
Right.
They were worse? Come on.
Now, Paul T. Phillips, this son of a bitch,
Yo.
a former WPOV champion, he said the Colognes.
Come on, son.
So, Rick, you corrected him and said that was a legit team. I'm talking about teams that weren't teams and won the titles like Jericho and Big Show, Rock and Sock, etc. And all he said was, "Oh, laugh out loud."
You know
I'm
what?
like,
Write that
really?
down. Hater comment.
Paul T.
The
Paul
Colognes.
T. Phillips?
You
Yeah.
kidding me? The
Yeah.
Colognes are a great established tag team.
They are. They are. And you know what? They're still employed by WWE, and they gave them permission to wrestle out in Puerto Rico.
Nice.
And one of the brothers won the heavyweight title for Puerto Rico.
Wow, that's WWE at least owes them that.
Yeah.
For what they bring to the table, one
That's
of the
true.
most underrated tag teams,
I think so.
agree.
Yeah.
and not just because we're Puerto Rican. You know what I'm saying?
Roy Landis Ray, he says, I think Rollins and Jordan are a worse team.
You know,
I think that's a close one. Mark Kalika, he said Yokozuna and Owen Hart. I disagree with that.
No, I disagree wholeheartedly. Again, it's the
That team, I remembered when they were a team. I loved it.
And
Owen Hart made that team too.
yeah,
by the
it's
way.
the guy that can talk and the big guy.
Exactly.
And it
Yep.
makes sense.
Yep.
Owen Hart. Yo,
does.
oh my god, that was such a great tag team.
Yeah. Calvin Rain, he says Eugene and Hogan.
Damn, bro.
but
That's close.
Mohedian Kazmi, he said Calvin Ray, he responded to him. He says they were never a tag team. He only helped Eugene once at WrestleMania.
That's true.
So is it? So they
I
never,
believe
never
so.
were
Yeah,
a tag team?
I don't think they were a
never
tag
won the belt?
team. No, I don't think so.
But you were talking about winning the belt, too.
Yeah.
All right. Did you just yeah me?
yeah.
Mikey Mickendraw, he says, don't need to comment. They just became a team. Give them a chance. Well damn.
All right, go Mick and down yourself.
Wow. Jesus.
What's his name?
Mickey Mickendraw. Mickey Mickendraw. What the fuck kind of name is that, by the way? Shit. You want to talk shit? James Canty, he said Braun and the Kid. Or did we forget?
That's true.
Yeah, he is right. Dan Sheldon, he said Rick Steiner and Judy Bagwell. God, he went back. He went
way back.
He went way back.
It's a draw between Michael Mickendow
Yeah,
and Paul
T.
Phillips.
Phillips. Yeah, Blair Hathaway. He said Hulk Hogan and Marv Johnson.
Who?
Marv Johnson? Who is that?
Who?
I don't know. I want to know. Somebody look it up.
I want to know.
I want to know. All right, somebody look it up while I read the rest. Chris Cyril, he says, honestly, they have fought once. It's like, he's another one.
Yeah. We know that they fought once.
Exactly.
In most cases,
That's not the question that was being asked.
in most cases, when these tag teams win the titles, they only fought once together.
Yeah, exactly. Hence what happened this past Monday on Raw.
Yeah.
With Ziggler and
Rude.
Bobby Roode. Come on.
That's an also
That what?
champions tag team.
That tag team.
You know that champ tag team?
She was speaking gibberish. I was
that
like, what is that? What are you saying? All right, Chris Surley. We went through that. Nate Chavez. He says, are they awful together? Kind of, but they really fucked over the OC, so I'm good. Again, not what you were asking.
And you hate the OC? Come on, bro.
Yeah, I know, right?
What's his name? He's hater.
Let's leave it between Paul T. Phillips and the
Nicky
other guy,
Mickendraw.
Nicky Mickendraw. But the results, it's Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman, the worst odd couple tag team champions. 71% of the people said no. I'm like, yeah, exactly. And 29% said, yeah. So there you go, Rick. You wanted to know. You put it out there, and
Now I know.
yeah.
Bunch of douchebags out there.
But you know what? If you don't know, now you know, ninja. All right. All right. So there you go. Hater comment, Paul T. Phillips or the other Mickey.
of them.
You know what?
Both of them.
We'll do both because I would have voted for the other guy only. But when Paul T. Phillips did not respond, then he's part of the hater comment this week. So
All right,
do the
Miguel.
honors.
Hater alert! Paul T. Phillips and Mickey Mickendow!
Drow.
Wow!
All right, so if you have anything that you want us to do as a poll, please put it on our Facebook page. We'll do it up and we'll talk about it on the show. And hey, you know what? You might even be the hater comment of the week too. So you don't want Miguel saying it the way he says it. But either way, just if you do, let's do it out. It's got to be something on your mind that you've been thinking of for the very longest time, and you're like, you know what? Let's have those guys do it. We'll be those guys. We'll be the guys that'll put it out there. So
Yeah.
all right.
And speaking of put things out there, Ian Demore went to our Facebook page and said, "Hey, can you guys put Natalia's crybaby bitching in the book?" And what do you guys think? He's just sick and Ian Demore is just sick and
Ian
tired of seeing Natalia crying week in and week out.
But she wasn't crying on this past weekend Raw. Was she?
She
No,
was
she
whining
went-
about something about how that's her friend and blah
So
blah blah.
how would we word it then?
But doesn't that fall into Natalia's
Stinky promos.
stinky promo?
No,
Yeah, well, no,
Because it is a
she's-
promo.
not well.
But-
what's he saying again? What did he say again? To
He's
put what?
upset with that her crybaby bitching. That she's always bitching and crying and all this nonsense.
That's always her promos.
Yeah, I know, right?
All right, how about
Unless-
we alter
unless-
the promo? We call it Natalia's crybaby promos.
I'm okay with that.
But I think he's talking about also more of her wrestling too, right?
She is always crying in her.
Oh, you know what? He could be talking about like when she did get hurt and she did that. She doesn't know how to act. Yeah, she does that ugly face like.
Ugly cry.
So let's intertwine her matches with it too, instead
Okay.
of promo, because her promos are awful.
Yes,
That we
god
could
awful.
agree
That's
on.
in
And I
its
do
own.
agree. What was his name again?
Ian D'Amore.
Ian DeMar. I do agree with Ian because there's times, like even when she was a baby face, you know, and then she does that stupid, she doesn't even know how to yell. You know, she don't know how to yell. It's like, why, Natalia? Anyway, so let's call it something different. Because we did Daddy Sticky promo, that's been on there for a while, but let's mix that up with her wrestling too. So let's call it. You got anything?
I got it. Her cry baby face, because she's a baby face and she's
Yeah.
always crying. So her cry baby face.
Okay, there we go. That's good. So Natalia's cry baby face.
All right,
But
Ian
what if she
D'Amore.
turns heel? Wait a minute.
Well,
What if she
Well, then we'll take it out then.
All right. So go ahead. Do the honors.
All right, Ian D'Amore, you reached out to us on Wrestling POV on our Facebook page, and your wishes are a command. Natalia's crybaby face. You just made the book.
Alrighty, there you go. So
Yeah.
and again, just like I said earlier, if you do have any suggestions of people who should go in the book because you're just simply sick and tired of them, we may agree with you like we did with Ian, or we might not agree with you, and we'll just make fun of you. So you really want to take that chance? Yeah, go ahead. You do. So just do it on our Facebook page. Put it out there, and we'll talk about it. And for those that are listening, there could be a Natalia fan out there. And if they are out there, put it on our Facebook page too. Why you think that's fucked up, man? Why you did that? But I want to
10
know
of
why.
you.
All 10 of you.
That many?
All right, so with that being said, it's time to go over the wrestling news from around the world. Take it away, Rick.
All right, before we do that, let's get into some birthdays. All right, Jeff Hardy turns 42, going on 16 years old, because that's how he acts.
Jesus. Is he coming back?
He
Should
was
be.
singing in a bar with his knee brace on, so I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, probably shouldn't be in a
Wow.
bar.
Okay. Yeah.
Our good friend Bobby Ocean, independent wrestler, turns 34 years old.
Man, he's making waves too, man. He's
Yeah.
still out there wrestling. I think he had a gig with Ring of Honor for a little bit too.
Yeah.
So he's trying to get in there first. But hey, good friend of the show.
Yeah.
Like Bobby.
All right, and last but not least, get up, you maggot! Sergeant Slaughter turns 71 years old.
Did you have the little bobble lip on the side of your mouth?
Yeah.
I hate it. You know, Sergeant Slaughter is probably one of the coolest characters I know growing up watching wrestling, but I just couldn't stand the little saliva on the
baba.
side of the mouth. It was disgusting.
Nice.
It was just nasty.
All right. With that being said, it is now time for the wrestling news from around the world. All right, Cesaro has removed his braces.
No way.
Yes. After 2 years, he wrote, I can enjoy the best fruit again. And he was holding an apple. So so after 2 years, no more.
So, do you think he's still gonna wear the mouthpiece?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I would. There's no way I'm risking that again. That was disgusting. 2 years ago, got his grill just knocked up into his
Pushed
gums.
in.
Everybody thought it was knocked out, which would have been better. It got pushed in 3 millimeters or centimeters.
Just imagine that happening, man. The pain, and then he kept wrestling too.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, that was nasty. And my last bit of
Wait
news.
a minute. I know you wasn't gonna compare yourself to him with your injury.
I wasn't, but now that you mention it,
Oh,
I mean, the horrific finger injury I got. I mean, thank you, you jerk. I mean, come on, man. 2 years? You had a paper cut. I needed shoulder surgery for it.
oh Lord.
All right, with that being said, my last bit of news. Woo! The Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Check this out. Is filing a trademark for the man.
What?
He is
because-
because to be the man, you gotta
Yeah,
beat
you got
the
to
man.
beat the man. So he's trademarking the man.
He is trying to trademark the man specifically for wrestling and merchandise purposes. No word in on what they're gonna be doing with Becky Lynch. That's some dirty. He is the dirtiest player in the game. That's
And-
messed
and,
up.
And guess what, though? He's the smartest motherfucker in the game, too. You know why? Because with him going through all that to do that, Vince is going to be like, how much you want?
Yeah, that's ridiculous, though.
And he's-
That's your
Come
daughter's
on.
best friend.
Is it
It
ridiculous?
is. He's not called the man. That has nothing to do with him. He's the Nature Boy.
True.
He can't copyright that though, because there's been a bunch of Nature Boys before him.
Yep.
And it's just like the man. No one's ever called Ric Flair the man. It
No.
was just his catchphrase. You're just trying to benefit on this whole the man thing. I mean, she's the cover of the WWE video game with the man T-shirt on.
Yeah.
Yo, if I'm Becky Lynch, I'd be like, yo, I had to kiss your dirty old ass, and you're gonna go and do that to me?
I think it's a smart move.
Yo,
I'm
you
just
got
saying.
1 foot in the grave, bro. You gonna take that money with you? Come on.
You know what, though? Honestly, to play devil's advocate, though, he do have to be cautious of what he just did.
Yes.
Because they could easily get at him through Charlotte Flair.
Oh, of course.
So be careful. Tread
Yeah.
waters. But
Tread lightly.
tread lightly. Yeah, tread waters. What the fuck I got that from? Oh my god. All right. So with that being said, let's go straight on to the rumors. Bray Wyatt could be getting a push to the main event for a Universal title match at Hell in the Cell, which is after Clash of Champions. What do you guys think about that?
I mean, I think that's huge. I also think it's kind of soon because he hasn't been wrestling week in and week out, which I understand.
But
I
I get it, but they're not doing this thing where it's like #1 contender anymore. They're just putting
That's
any
true.
willy-nilly person in there. So, I mean, if that's the case, fine. He deserves to be in there. you
yeah,
know?
but just to push him up there without even having any kind of he had the one match against Finn Balor, and then he's attacking legends. I don't see why you would do that. I mean, the good thing is it's not the same formula over and over again, because
True.
in the past it would be like, all right, he has to kill everybody, and then like Braun Strowman, and then all of a sudden you forget about him. So at least in this scenario, he's getting a title shot before he dries up.
I agree a little bit. I think he shouldn't go for a title match, to be honest. He doesn't care for the title, to be honest. Seriously, he does not care about it. He just cares about telling a good story. And for me, it's like, will it enhance his character being Universal Champion? I don't know. I don't think so, to be honest. He needs to be involved more. I'll tell you that. But Bray as Universal Champion, I don't know. It'll make a good storyline, and that's all I see it as. I don't know. Oh, speaking of Bray, another rumor going around is that when the WWE goes to MSG, they have scheduled for Steve Austin to make an appearance there, and Steve Austin is cleared to take a couple bumps. Just a couple. So they're saying that Bray Wyatt might have a lot to do with it. So he might be attacking. Steve Austin at the MSG show.
So you're gonna have a good old JR be like, and Bray Wyatt, he's attacking Stone Cold, Stone Cold, Stone Cold.
Jesus Christ.
You're fired.
Damn.
Jesus, man, that's rough. So, all right. So yeah, my final rumor is that the WWE is talking about doing another draft to make permanent rosters for Raw and SmackDown again. So,
I mean, just get it over with.
What's funny is that they haven't really talked about the whole. What are they calling it? The people that the six.
Oh, the
people-
wild card.
The wild card. They haven't really been talking about that for a while. And I was just about to say, well, they finally gave up on the whole draft thing, the split draft, split rosters. And then, sure enough, like a couple weeks ago, they talked about it. I was like, damn, shit. So, oh well. That's all I got. That's all I got for rumors. That is it.
All right. Well, for injuries, we got Ruby Riott is recovering from double shoulder surgery.
Did you see her new tattoo?
If you gave me 2 more seconds, I was going to say it myself.
But that's not an injury.
But it's part of it because she's covering up her scar with a new tattoo designed by her good friend Sarah Logan. And she got a new Medusa kind of tattoo, and I think it's pretty awesome.
It is. It goes up to her neck.
Yes, her bird neck. All right, and that's all I have for injuries.
Alrighty then. Hot tag news!
Hot
tag!
Tag you, Rick.
All right, so this week, the PWI's 2019 Top 100 came out. I thought they'd normally do a Top 500.
I think it's called...
Yeah, it is a Top 500 they do.
Yeah, but...
Yeah, they do. But we want to discuss their top 10. And I know, and if you don't know by now who posted this, Rick did. Yeah, I put you under the bus. All right, so you posted, what are your thoughts on PWI's 2019 top 10? Is it correct? Who's missing? Who should be replaced? Now, Rick, I know why you put this out there.
Oh, of course.
Care to explain further on why you put that out there?
I'll give you 4 good reasons why I put this out there.
Okay.
Number 1, Seth Rollins is number 1. Number 2, Daniel Bryan is number 2. Number 3, AJ Styles is number 3. And number 4, Kofi goddamn Kingston is number 4. Are you kidding me? This is your top 4?
Oh my god.
There's got to be some crack that is going through these people's friggin' system for them to come up with this top 4. Daniel Bryan doesn't even wrestle every week.
No.
He's
been in this storyline.
This is crazy, bro.
Okay,
This is crazy. Go ahead.
So now for me, I just think it's ridiculous that Seth Rollins is number 1 over somebody like Kenny Omega, over somebody like Okada. No, he is not number 1 by far. And you're right, the top 4, it's ridiculous. I mean, well, AJ Styles, he had a little bit of a hiatus. Does he belong in this top 10? I say yeah. Around 5 maybe. Number
like
5?
10?
No, about 5. Especially of who they have here. So all right, so here's their top 10. And then we'll get your thoughts, Mimi. Number 10 is Will Ospreay. Number 9 is Hiroshi Tanahashi. Number 8 is Kenny Omega. Number 7 is Roman Reigns. Number 6 is Johnny Gargano. Number 5 is Okada. Number 4 is Kofi Kingston. Number 3 is AJ Styles. Number 2 is Daniel Bryan. Number 1 is Seth Rollins. Now, before we get your thoughts, Mimi, my thing is this. When this PWI, it's not really, how should I say, it doesn't count for anything, to be honest. It doesn't mean anything, but it does mean a lot to some people. Being in the indies, I think I was at $4.99 once in the PWI 500. So I was happy about that. I was like, yay, I'm in there. But that don't mean shit. Seriously. So, like, a friend of mine, Fox Vineyard, actually, he's done a couple wrestling events for Ring of Honor, he made that list. He made number 500. He was the last one. So I was happy for him. It's kind of like, if you're in the indies, it's like kind of good to see. But a lot of people, it doesn't mean shit. I think it was last year we'd had our own top 10 for the month, and it was different. It was always different. So that's one of the reasons why we even did it last year, because we knew that from different people's perspective of who is a top 10 ranking, then it's always going to be different. You know what I'm saying? Who made this list is what I want to know. Do I agree with it? Hell no. No, I don't. Seth Rollins for me is definitely not number one.
No.
And to be honest, and I don't want to be that guy, but I'm going to be that guy. Daniel Bryan is not even in the top 10. Johnny Gargano is not even in the top 10. Kofi, I would say if he would to be in this top 10, he would be number 10. If I really had to
Put him there.
put him there, yeah.
And let me tell you something. Will Ospreay deserves to be a lot higher than 10. I'm sorry, when anybody thinks about Will Ospreay puts on damn great matches.
But let me ask, what about Johnny Gargano?
Johnny Gargano, listen, as much as I hate Johnny Gargano,
He's
Gargano,
not top 10.
he's not top 10.
Not top 10.
But
No.
he is
No.
high up there. He's higher
No.
than Daniel Bryan.
No.
For damn sure. He's there higher than Kofi Kingston. For damn sure. Johnny Gargano, say what you will. He main events matches, and his
not
matches
top
are
10.
damn good. He's damn good.
He's toe to toe with Kofi.
And you know what? Let me tell you
He's not
this.
top 10.
Let me throw this out there for you guys. Just to show you how ridiculous this list is. Samoa Joe at number 11. Adam
Wow.
Cole, baby, at number 18. Braun Strowman at number
18?
27. Yeah. Buddy Murphy
Wow.
at number 33. Ali at 55. Andrade at 68.
Nah, man.
Cesaro at 74.
Damn.
Yo, the fact that this man made it in the top 100. Zack Ryder at 100.
What?
Are you kidding me?
Oh, my God. You know what? They might as well put Bo Dallas in there, too.
Yeah.
God. All right, man, what are your thoughts on this list? The top 10, anyways.
Yeah.
The whole PWI.
It's, I don't know, it's asinine.
Asinine?
Yeah.
What about Aston 10?
Yeah, okay, it's ass 10.
It is a top 10. All right, now here's some comments. Bernice No Perret. She just said Seth Rollins. Don't know what she meant by that. Mike Braddock, he said, definitely don't think Kofi should be number 4. Andrew Wolf said they put Sammy ahead of Ishii. This list is garbage, minus Riddle being 69.
Yeah.
Which Riddle should not even be close to the 60s. He
No.
should be wait.
No.
He should be at 100 if anything.
No, I don't think he's even there.
Yeah,
Because
I agree.
I'm telling you right now, and everybody's heard my critiques on Matt Riddle. Has he improved? Yeah, he has. But he's not. No. There's no way he should be at number 69. No, he still has a lot of work to do. A lot of work.
I don't mind him at 69.
Oh my God.
Nasty.
Nasty. All right, so Andrew Wolf. He just said it. Josh Morse. He said Roman is the top 10. Nope, can't take this list seriously.
No.
That's true too.
Simon Gray. But you know what? He's wrestled a lot more than Daniel Bryan.
That's true, but
Oh, right
also
then.
And
Case
he's
closed.
put on a better show than Daniel Bryan.
Yes, lately he has been.
Yes,
That
he
match
has
was which match was better? Roman and Buddy Murphy or Buddy Murphy and Daniel Bryan? I rest my case. No. That match he did with Roman was good.
It's
good.
It was good.
It was good.
It was so good. Damn. That was a little off the hook on some other levels, you know what I'm saying? Simon Christopher Davis says, dang, Miguel Cole missed the top 10 again. Such a travesty.
This is what I'm talking about. Some respect, finally.
Get the fuck out of here. Jesus.
Okay, Mr. 499.
Oh, that's right. Remember that. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck. William Hood says, do they watch the shows?
Or their numbers are up there of how many times they show their faces on TV.
Yeah. Daniel Bon Jovi. Bon Jovi again. Bon Joviani.
Oh, we're halfway there.
No. He says it's
Wow.
made up. It's a made up list to sell magazines. It doesn't mean anything. It's cool for indie guys to get their names out and get publicity.
Isn't that what you just said?
I'm pretty sure I said that. I
he's
know I said
copying
that.
you.
I wish I didn't say that, but I did say that. Patrick Hampton, he said, that just proved Meltzer has a hard-on for Omega. He didn't... Jesus Christ. He didn't do dick for half the grading period. How is he top 10? Patrick, number one, stay away from the dick, brother.
That's Rick's job.
That's Rick's job on Sundays.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Let me see. Chris Petal, he's no. He said Brock Lesnar.
I didn't even look to see where Brock was, honestly.
Oh Lord. I'm curious to know where he is. All right. What are your final thoughts on it?
Alright, my final thoughts are Bobby Lashley was number 30. Where the hell has Bobby Lashley been?
Well, injured.
Also, Pete Dunne had this to say. And Pete Dunne, ladies and gentlemen, is at number 54, while Walter was at 14. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. 40 spots away, Pete Dunne behind Walter. Alright,
What about? Not to cut you off, but what about Velveteen Dream? Where was he?
again, didn't care.
What about Ricochet?
I didn't see. Oh, Ricochet, I do have. Ricochet was at number 21. Ricochet should have been in the top 10.
Really? You think so?
Oh, and here's another one. Okay, so Pete Dunne was at 54. Andrade at 68. Cesaro 74. R-Truth was at 56.
Are you shitting me?
Did not.
Wow.
Yeah.
What
So,
about Drake Maverick?
Oh God, I hope he's not on that list.
You know he's got to be on that list.
So
He's like a
Pete Dunne-
10-time, 24/7 champion.
Jesus.
All right, what Pete Dunne say?
Pete Dunne said, imagine sitting there and writing a list of 500 wrestlers based off a completely random criteria, and then imagine people actually caring. Don't get me started on star ratings. Wrestling is mad sometimes. Just find what you like and watch it often.
Wow.
I mean, and that's really big of him. I mean, but you open up that magazine and you see that you're at 54 and Walter's at 14. No offense to Walter, but you are not top 20, bro.
Exactly. No, I honestly, I'm not impressed with Walter. To be over Pete Dunne, I think is ridiculous. I think is a slap in the face. Now, who does these fucking things anyway?
I don't know, but I want them
Not
to
us.
release their criteria.
Right.
Release your criteria.
Exactly. But see, that's the thing. You know, it's good to have an opinion. It's good to have a voice. But if you never step foot in the ring, or haven't been in the business, like somebody like the exception would go to like JR, Tony Schiavone, guys like that. You know what I'm saying? That's been dealing in the business for such a long time, and I would definitely respect anything that they would have to say, especially when it comes to a top 10 rating. It's hard to say like there's what's this guy's name? I forgot. He does the PW something. I forgot what his name is, but he's just been a journalist for wrestling in general, and I think he used to work for PWI, to be honest, years ago. And he always gives his thoughts and opinions and shit like that. Is it something that we can honestly say that, well, oh yeah, he must be right? You know what I'm saying? When we, as a show, when we pretty much do the same thing, Yeah. So, I mean, are we right to say what we say? But that's why the show's called Wrestling POV, because it's just a point of view. That's why we named that. It's because everybody has their different point of view. Whether they're right or wrong, it's their point of view. And if we can change it, if we can change it, that's fine. That's great. But if we can't, then, hey, that's your opinion. And that's how we end it. And that's how we make it. Exactly. So my thing is that somebody that's just been a journalist for pro wrestling for many years, would they have that respect to say, you know what, you put out this PWI top 10 list, I agree with it. I mean, is it, because you just said who wrote this, who did this, if it was a wrestler that did it, then would you agree with it?
No. Because why the hell is Daniel Bryan at number 2?
It's a lot of ifs, ands, and bubble butts, and we don't, I mean, we just got to go from there, I mean, everybody has, that's why, like I said, when we did ours last year of our own top 10 for the month, you know, mine was always different. Yours was always different. Mimi's was always different. And that's why we did it the way we did it, you know, to change it up a little bit. Well, let's change this to this and this. Okay, all right, fine, sure. You know, but we always based it on what they did for the month, too.
Yeah.
So to go off of what you said, you know, Daniel Bryan hasn't even been wrestling. It's true. But he was part of a storyline which, honestly, I'm at the point now I can't stand it. So should he be in the top 10 list? You know? No. I don't think so. Some people might. They'd be like, oh, but he's good in the story, and blah, blah, blah. You know what? If you agree that he's good in this storyline, shut up. That's all I'm going to say. Just shut up.
Because Tony Diaz says so.
Exactly. All right. So that's it. If anybody else got a hot tag news that you guys want us to talk about again, go to our Facebook page, post it on there, and then we'll make sure we'll take care of it and discuss it on the show. All right?
Yeah.
So we'll close that part of it up, and it's time for Broad Notes. All right, it starts with Sasha Banks promo. Natalia came out. They fight. Pull apart. I liked it, though. I like the pull apart. I love pull aparts because it shows so much emotions and stuff. And the stuff. So I gave it a 3.
All right. I gave it a...
No, go ahead.
I gave it a 2. I loved Sasha's promo.
That's what I was going to say.
I'm not a big fan of pull aparts, especially with Natalia. It just... oh, God. So I gave it a 2. I thought I was entertained by Sasha for sure.
And you know who wrote Sasha's promo?
Who?
Paul Heyman.
Oh, yeah.
Paul Heyman. Mimi.
I gave it a 3.
Wow. Alrighty. So then part of the King of the Ring tournament, Ricochet versus Drew McIntyre. Winner was Ricochet. So putting a lot of people thinking that Drew was going to win this, but he lose to Ricochet. What are your thoughts on it?
That is ridiculous. I mean, are you kidding me?
Well, I tell you this much. This match was very good. I loved this match, okay? Very intense. Am I upset that Drew McIntyre won? Yeah, because lately they've been hurting him. But I'm not mad that Ricochet won.
No, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? But from here on now, they got to do something with Drew. Mm-hmm. Like, make him a fucking monster that he is. Because I'm telling you right now, I would love to see Drew versus Braun for the Universal title.
Yep.
And it'll be for once in such a long time, somebody from the Shield is not going for the damn title. Jesus, I'm getting tired of it, you know. I'm getting the Rick syndrome on this bitch.
Oh, yeah. Running through your veins.
Exactly, brother.
The thing is, I don't like, is everybody sitting on the throne putting the crown on their head. Like, why are you doing that?
I agree with
You know what? You know what it is? Because they heard me bitch last week about them looking at the chair. So
we're not going to look, Tony.
So they're like, you know what, Tony Diaz? We're going to have him sit on the fucking chair.
And put the crown on their head.
Put the crown on their head.
Come on, bro.
And we're even going to take it a step further. We're going to put the chair in the ring.
Yeah.
And make it a segment because you said that. That's what I think happened.
It was
So,
bad, man.
I gave this match, though, as much as I do agree, but I'm still not mad. This was a really good match. I gave it a 3.5.
Wow, I gave it a 2 again.
Really?
Yeah, because as much as I like these matches, it's just like, for me, storytelling is such a big part of this thing, and
Right.
it's hard. Like, my wife was watching it, she's like, you know, this is a lot more enjoyable than Joe versus Ricochet, because it's believable that Ricochet can move fast around Drew and stuff like that and do maneuvers to him. But the problem is, it's not believable that a guy like Ricochet could beat Drew McIntyre. I'm sorry.
No, I agree.
Come on, man. And with a finisher, like, there's no count out or anything. It's like, it's with his finisher clean.
Yes, crazy. Or you know what? Thinking about it now, you're absolutely right. If they would have did this finish differently, then it would be more believable than having Ricochet do his finisher on him and getting the 3 count.
And look at Ricochet's road to the finals.
Yeah.
Samoa Joe, Drew McIntyre, and now Baron Corbin.
Yeah.
If he gets to the finals.
Yeah.
You gotta make him the goddamn king. There's no way.
It's true. That's true. You know what? I'm gonna change my rating to a 3 then, because you said that.
Sounds good.
There you
Mimi,
go.
what are your rating?
My rating is a 3 because exactly what you said, Rick.
Now, if anybody else out there, I mean, if you're new to the show, when we giving these, we give a 5-star rating. That's the highest we can go on each particular segment or match, and then we just round it off at the end, and that's how we come up with our ratings to determine how good the show is. So, if you agree with us, you agree with us. If you don't, then again, on our Facebook page and tell us why. All right. So then up next, it was the Seth and Braun interview. Braun pretty much challenged Seth at Clash of the Champions, so it's Seth versus Braun. The Miz versus Baron Corbin. The winner was Baron Corbin. So what do you think about this one?
Baron Corbin looks like a douche with that crown. Please do not give it to him.
Talking about the badge.
Yeah, I mean...
He's not wrestling with the shirt no more.
No, yeah, he got the tank top on.
Yeah.
Looks nice. I like it. Miz is god-awful. I hate this face of his. I give it a 1.5, honestly.
What?
Baron Corbin is doing the same thing he's always done, but Miz
Pissing
pandering to
people
the
off.
crowd. Pandering to the crowd and just like, yeah, I'm going to the top rope to do a double axe handle. Really? like you're pumping the crowd up to do a double axe handle?
Yeah.
Come on, bro. That's not wrestling. That's 1.5 for me.
I gave it a 3 because I really liked this match. Because Baron Corbin pissed a lot of people off.
Yeah, he did.
Oh yeah, he did great.
And that's all you can ask from a heel is to have people pissed off at you. And the thing with this, what gets me, and I laugh, and this is why I gave it such a high rating, is that he does not give a fuck.
Yeah,
he
true.
just doesn't care if he pisses you off. And he has that fucking shit-eating grin that he does, and it really pisses people off. And I love it. So that's why I gave it a 3. Mimi.
I gave it a 2.5.
All right, then up next it was Bayley versus Nikki Cross. The winner was Bayley. I gave it a 2 because for me there was no sense in this match. You know?
Why is Bayley on Raw?
And why is Bayley on Raw? Exactly.
Exactly.
They couldn't have done this on fucking SmackDown. But I gave it a 2. Mimi, what'd you give it?
I gave it a 2 as well. I didn't give it any higher because exactly why is Bayley on
Yeah.
Raw?
I gave it a 1 because why is Bayley on Raw and why is she fighting Nikki Cross again?
Yeah. Yep. All right, so then up next is the Tag Team Turmoil match. Now, I rated this all as one big-ass segment. Yeah. So I'm going to go through it really quick, and then we'll give our thoughts afterwards. It was the Viking Raiders versus the B-Team. God, awful. Viking Raiders won, obviously. Then they fought against the OC. It was a double DQ. So then all of a sudden, Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler came out to fight against the Lucha House Party. Winners were Dolph and Roode. Then they fought against the Revival. Good match, by the way. It was decent. Winner was Roode and Ziggler. And then they fought Hawkins and Ryder. They won that one. And finally, they went up against Heavy Machinery. And the winners were Dolph and Roode, which will face Seth and Braun at Clash of Champions. Overall, I'm going to tell you my rating first, and I'm going to tell you what I thought about this. I gave it a 2. Overall. The reason why I even gave it that was because of the fact that I was honestly impressed with the whole Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler combination. Mm-hmm. And they looked good. I was like, wow. Look, and the thing with it is, like, they kept saying, too, that Robert Roode is the tag team specialist and this and that. You know what? They're kind of right when they say that, because when you've been in a tag team for a very long time, you don't forget how to do a tag team match. You don't. So with that being said, I like that duo, and that's the only reason why I gave it a 2. If it was somebody else involved in this, honestly, this would have been a 0.5 for me. But I was, like I said, I was really impressed with it, so that's why I gave it a 2. My issue is with this whole thing is Lucha House Party should not have been involved in this at all. Who's the other one? The B team should not have been involved in this. Hawkins and Ryder should not have been involved in this match either. You know, again, and I keep saying it, and I'm going to keep saying it until they show up. What about AOP?
That's true.
Damn.
What about the Colognes?
What about the Colognes? They deserve
it. The Usos.
The Usos.
I think one of them is on probation or something.
Jesus Christ.
Can't leave the state.
He's got to check with his PO officer, man. All right, so that's why I gave it a 2, because I was, honestly, and you guys know I've never, ever would say this, but I'm going to say it for this. Rude and Ziggler made this segment. Watchable, yes. The other good thing I will point out, though, I did kind of dig about the whole Viking Raiders and OC. I did dig that.
Yeah, that was good, yeah.
That was good. So, all right, so Rick, what are your thoughts and what's your rating?
I'll tell you right now, Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode together is an excellent tag team. However, are they better than the Revival? No. Are they better than Heavy Machinery? No. You had them beat not one, but 2 established tag teams and made them look like J-Brones. So I gave
But
this...
they cheated.
That's true. But I gave it a 1 because I did like the tag team. I did like the tag team of them too. But to give them a tag team title shot and they haven't done anything. Again, what is happening? Let them establish themselves, like how Rude and Gable became together and build their resume up. You're giving title shots out like it's candy now. These guys haven't deserved anything. Let people get behind the hatred for Rude and Ziggler, because I'm telling you right now, they got beer money written all over them. That's a great tag team.
That is true. But not only that, there was no build up to have anybody says, okay, yeah. You know what I'm saying? There was nothing there. It was just all of a sudden, Rude and Ziggler are tag team now. Wait, what? Wait, how? Why? You know what I'm saying? It could have been as little as Rude going up to Ziggler and be like, hey, I know exactly how you feel about these other guys and da-da-da. Should have been you. You know what I'm saying? Even just that, it took me less than 10 seconds to say they could have did that on Raw. And then I would have been like, all right, let's see where
Even
it goes.
the Street Profits couldn't get that over.
Oh, my God.
They mentioned every single... They mentioned every single tag team, and then they said, and Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah.
Like, why are they together?
Yeah, exactly. All right, Mimi?
I gave it a 2.
Okay.
Because, and I agree with Rick that they shouldn't have beaten the Rival or Heavy Machinery.
Machinery.
But they cheated.
Yeah.
Both times. So that's
there
why
he goes.
I accepted the loss.
Yeah. Yep. So, all right. So up next was Natalya versus Sasha Banks. Winner was Sasha. I gave it a 2. I've always liked Sasha as a heel, but I thought it could have been a little bit better, especially because they were, kind of building this up with Natalya. You know what I'm saying? It could have been a lot better than what it was. So that's why I gave it a 2. Mimi?
Well, I gave it a 2, and hopefully this is the end.
And hopefully
that
it is
we
the
see
end.
Natalya and Sasha.
Hopefully it is.
Let's
the
move
end.
on now.
Yeah, exactly. Rick?
Yeah, I gave it a 2 as well. I'm over Natalya. Listen, man, she's on Total Divas for another season. I think after this season,
done.
she got to start thinking about retiring.
She does.
I'm getting to that point where either be a coach, do something in NXT, because Natalya, honestly, your time is up. My time is now.
Then up next, another qualification or
no, it was just a regular match.
No, that's right. It was just a regular match. My bad. Cedric Alexander versus Cesaro. The winner was Cedric Alexander. You know what? I was expecting a lot more from this match, especially because Cesaro was in it. I gave it a 2.5. Wasn't that thrilled with it. Rick?
I gave it a 1 because what are you doing other than burying Cesaro? I get it.
No, go ahead.
I get it. You're giving Cedric the limelight because he's advanced to the next round of the King of the Ring tournament. But give him somebody else. Anybody else. Give him Zack Ryder.
No, but you know what? No, which I agree with. But you know why they did this match?
Why?
You know why? Because if you notice throughout the whole match, they kept talking about Cedric's knee. Oh, he injured his knee. It's an excuse to have him lose next week. That's all it was. And when they kept repeating it over, because since when do you ever hear these guys repeat an injury over and over and over again? They don't. They really don't unless it's part of a storyline. You know what I'm saying? Natalya's elbow, whatever, when that happened, they repeated that over and over and over again, just so you know that she's got a bad arm. So during this match, when they kept saying about his knee over and over and over again, it was to let people know he's got a bad knee going into this tournament next week. So it's just that. That's all. And who better yet to do it than Cesaro, to be honest.
True.
So that's why. But yeah, I gave it a 2.5 because I really wanted a lot more out of it, and I didn't get it. So, Mimi.
I gave it a 2.
Really? Mm-hmm. Okay. And finally, it was Braun Strowman versus AJ Styles. Winner was AJ by DQ. I don't know how I felt about it. I was pretty much down the middle with it, so I gave it a 2.5. Rick, sorry.
You know what? I gave it a 2 because of the good old Eddie Guerrero
Yes,
thing that AJ
that
did.
I liked. Yes, that I liked.
I mean, it wasn't as perfect as Eddie's.
Yeah.
But it was pretty good. It was good, so I enjoyed it. I'm glad Braun did not win that friggin' U.S. title. That's for sure.
I was hoping he would, but anyway.
Lord.
But no, I mean, but either way though, it was a good ending because it didn't hurt anybody at all. But I do love the fact that they did the Eddie Guerrero ending. That was pretty cool. AJ did it perfectly, so that's why I gave it a 2.5. Mimi, did you get yours?
I gave it a 2.
Oh, okay. Overall, I gave Raw a 2.5. 2.5.
All right. Overall, I gave Raw a 1.56. So
Wow.
1.5.
That makes it 2.
Yeah, makes it
Yeah.
a 2. Mimi?
Overall, I gave Raw 2.43575.
All right, so that's a 2.
And it's a 2.
Yep, mine was 2.562, but I'll leave it at a 2.5. Especially because I changed 1 and 2, so that kind of changed it a little bit. All right, so anyway, we're going to take a quick pause for the calls. When we come back, we got SmackDown Breakdown, NXT POV, and AEW's pay-per-view points game. I know it's a tongue twister sometimes, TJ. We'll be right back.
This is the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, and you are listening to the Wrestling POV podcast.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Wrestling POV and Wrestling POV Global is affiliated with the Collar and Elbow brand. Go to collarandelbowbrand.com. Save yourself 10% by using promo code WPOV. That is WPOV. And you save yourself 10%. You know what I'm saying?
10%.
They got some great stuff, man. They got some great
You
t-shirts.
were reeking me there, Rick.
I just don't want to wear all the colognes, you know what I'm saying? 10% off, guys. They got some great t-shirts. They got hats. They got sunglasses. They got bags. They have it all but underwear. But Al Snow's working on it. He promised me. But you want to check it out. It helps your local indie wrestlers, and it helps out the best goddamn wrestling podcast out there, Wrestling POV and Wrestling
That's
POV
us.
Global. You know what I'm saying?
And that's them.
And that's them. You know, TJ Logan and Elio Canella, the guy that can't keep it in his pants. But yeah, just
womanizer.
use from
Womanizer.
yeah. The colonizer, you know what I'm saying? Yes, save yourself 10% by using promo code WPOV. And be sure to check out Wrestling POV Global every Wednesday on iTunes, YouTube, Podbean, Spotify, iHeartRadio for free every Wednesday. And ladies and gentlemen, one thing about them is they cover everything outside of WWE, including NXT UK, Ring of Honor, New Japan Pro Wrestling, MLW, and coming soon, they will be covering AEW on a weekly basis.
Yes.
You don't want to miss it. Check it out. We got that pay-per-view points game this weekend. We're going to be covering it very soon. But right now, it's time for the SmackDown Breakdown.
Are you ready?
Break it down.
Degenerate into something fool. We just got tired of doing what you told us to do. That's a break, boy. Yeah, that's a break, little man. Break it down. Degeneration. Degeneration.
And as much as we love D-Generation X, that song was brought to you by D-Generation X. Suck it! Alright, so SmackDown
Lord.
opens up with a funny, not so funny, boring ass segment with Kofi Kingston trying to be the tough guy. I have one word, and I'm gonna say it multiple times. Stupid! 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 Stupid!
Man.
Stupid!
I'm going to tell you this. I hated everything about this. I hated it so bad, Rick, that I want to put Kofi, he's just terrible at trying to act tough that I want to put it in the book.
Let's do it.
I have to, because I've given him chance after chance. And I know they listen because look what happened last week or on Raw. And they did it on SmackDown too with the whole Crown and King of the Ring thing. So I know they're listening. Kofi, stop trying to talk like this. Don't work for you. I gave it a 0.5.
So what are we going to call it?
Oh, sorry.
Kofi's tough guy act?
Yeah. Kofi's tough guy
right.
act. There you go. We'll do that.
All right. Kofi's tough guy act? You just made the book!
And I got another one going in the book too later on. You guys are going to crack the fuck up. Watch. But no, I gave it a 0.5 because I just hated it. I'm like, no. Anyway.
Yeah, Randy Orton interrupted and basically said, I'm staying at the same hotel. He read a letter from his son, from Kofi's son, whatever, saying, please don't hurt my daddy and stuff like that. And then he gets attacked backstage and Randy Orton hits him with the Hangman DDT on the floor. 0.5 is what I gave it. They wasted so much time in opening SmackDown this week. I just did not like it. Did not like how this whole thing lasted. It lasted so long. It took like 25 minutes of this whole thing. So, Mimi, what did you rate it?
I gave this thing a stupid 5.5.
I was going to say, Jesus, wait a minute.
If I could have given it a 0, it would have gotten a 0.
Oh, definitely. I mean, this was disgustingly horrible. Speaking of not disgustingly horrible, next up we had Ali up against Buddy Murphy in the King of the Ring qualifying match. You know what? You asked me earlier what match was better between Buddy Murphy, Roman, and Daniel Bryan. It was this one. It was hands down this one. This one was amazing. I thought this match...
That wasn't what he asked you.
I know, Mimi! But this match was amazing between Buddy Murphy and Ali. And in fact, Tony, I want to open up the vault. And I want to put this in for a Match of the Year candidate.
Oh, wait a minute. Speaking of match... No, go ahead. Yeah, no, I don't know. I'm not sure.
All right.
And there's a reason because... And I'll tell you, I'll give you my rating right now. I gave it a 3, but I wanted so much more out of this match. You know what I'm saying? Because it was Ali and Buddy Murphy. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't think this is a vault-worthy match. We might have to do a poll.
All right, I'm with it. I'm with so on tomorrow I'll put up a poll saying, is this a Match of the Year worthy match? And then we may open up the vault.
Yeah, we'll let the people decide because, like I said, I wanted so much more out of this match, especially because of the travesty that we saw with Kofi and Randy Orton.
That's true.
So I wanted it, but
I think that's why. Honestly, I think because it's such a horrible opening. I think if this would have opened up the show, I think you would have been saying something differently. But I can understand why. I gave this a 4. I thought it was just a great match. Ali winning, I can understand why Ali won, but I mean, I really wanted Buddy to win it. I think Buddy deserves to win it.
I did too, but at the same time, I just think that them doing that, they can concentrate more on Buddy doing something else, I guess. But
yeah,
like I said, I gave it a 3 because I did want it more out of this match, and I didn't see it, so that's why.
Mimi, what you give it?
I gave it a 2.5.
There you go.
Wow. All right.
Now, that's like down the middle. Now, speaking of the vault, I wanted to talk about this like a while ago when you were on vacation, Rick, and I totally forgot.
3 weeks.
The match, I know, right? The match that happened on TakeOver, it was the match with Io Shirai and Candice LeRae. Should that go in the vault?
Wow.
Yes, I liked it that much.
That much? You know what? Listen, man, we don't have a women's match in that vault yet for this year. You know what? I'm with it.
Okay.
We're so limited on Match of the Year candidates that I think this year, absolutely right. I think, you know what? Let's open up that vault. All right. Io Shirai.
Like Godzilla.
Io Shirai and Candice LeRae. You are in the vault for Match of the Year candidate. And ladies and gentlemen, the end of the year is coming up. In December, we will be opening up this vault and we will be having a tournament to see which is the Match of the Year. And then, and only then, when we have our Match of the Year, we'll be going head to head with Wrestling POV's Global's Match of the Year. And you guys, the fans, get to vote and decide which is the true Match of the Year.
Yep.
So make sure you listen to both shows. So welcome to the vault.
Yes,
All right.
Yes, absolutely.
Moving on, we got The Miz with a promo. Again, I'm done with The Miz. Outcome. They were supposed to fight Sami Zayn. I don't know what happened to that.
Yeah, I know. And they even advertised it as such, too.
Yeah, and Sammy wasn't even in wrestling gear.
No.
And then Miz gets attacked from behind by Shinsuke and challenges Shinsuke for the IC title at Clash of Champions. What? No. I gave it a 1.
I did, too. I gave it a 1. Mimi?
1.5.
Wow, being nice.
Okay, sure. Yeah,
I was being nice.
We had Bailey versus Lacey. I gave this a 1. Lacey, you gotta work in your in ring, girl. You're not in the ring for a long time, and then you come in and you just don't look good in the ring. I'm sorry, I don't like it. I didn't like it. I understand.
She looked a little tired.
Yeah, so I gave this a match as a 1 as well.
I gave it a 2.5 only because she came back and she knows how to play the crowd. Her in-ring work, though, yeah, it was like, But at the same time, they're saying that she's been on Main Event. So, yeah, so I don't know.
What's your excuse?
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know what it was as far as maybe the jitters of being back on TV again. I don't know. But you're right. Her in-ring work, I was like, damn, Lacey, you seem a little off. But also, I wanted to point out, too, was just the fact that this was only the second match in over an hour on SmackDown, and they did all this other bullshit. So
SmackDown was god-awful this week.
So I gave it a 2.5. Mimi?
Well, before I give you my rating, should Lacey's Veggie Wedgie go back in the book?
Whoa.
I mean,
It was there. It was like blah, 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 blah,
that shit was talking.
all right, Lacey Evans, Veggie Wedgie. You just made the book. That's what he was doing to the TV.
Yeah, I know. I bet. I gave it a 3.
You gave it a 3? Good Lord. I gave the Buddy Murphy and Ali match a 3.
Oh my goodness, I gave it a 5. I mean, it smells like fish but tastes like chicken.
Oh, Jesus. No wonder you didn't make the top 10. Wow.
Oh, man. Randy Orton defeated Big E with the help from the Revival. I love the Revival and Orton working together. I gave this a 2.5. They're calling it the Super RKO. What do you think about that name?
Stupid. Dumb. Seriously, it's like, really? But you know what? I enjoyed this a little bit. Wasn't the greatest. I gave it a 2. I like the different attitude from Big E. So
Yeah, I did too.
You gave it a 2?
Mm-hmm.
All right, then we had KO attacking Elias, who had the crown on and did all that stuff in the throne. And then Drake Maverick wins the 24/7 title. I gave this a 1. Drake and R-Truth go home.
Yeah, I know, right? Now I gave the match, I gave the whole segment a 2.5 because I kind of enjoyed it. It wasn't the greatest, but I kind of enjoyed it. But I did say I was gonna put something else in the book.
Oh.
Yes. I'm sorry. My bad. No, I gave it a 1. My bad. Yeah, I thought you was talking about the Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable match. My bad. No, I gave this segment a 1. We'll talk about it next.
Mimi.
I gave it a 1.5.
Yeah, and you know what? People need to go to Stone Cold Stunner School because nobody knows how to take a stunner.
Exactly. It's like,
I mean,
look at the tapes.
Like Elias, all you gotta do is put your head down so he can grab your head and you're freaking slipping through and I'm a fish. God damn, bro. Just take your goddamn stunner.
Exactly.
Next up, we had a King of the Ring, the final first round King of the Ring qualifying match, tournament match. We had Chad Gable versus Sheldon Benjamin. This match was 7 minutes long. You mean to tell me you have Kofi's promo lasting 25 goddamn minutes and you give these guys 7 minutes? Exactly. Like, so disrespectful to Mr. Benjamin.
It is.
And Chad Gable, I gave this a 1.5, honestly. It was okay, but it was 7 minutes. You know what I can do in 7 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can make a sandwich.
Number
Your
two,
wife always complains about you lasting less than 2 minutes. What?
Oh! Jesus, man. Wow. Anyway, I gave this a 2.5. Now, Mimi, before I say what I got to say, what did you give it?
I gave it a 2.5.
Okay, now I gave it a 2.5 because you're right. They could have done a lot more. Chad Gable is very talented.
Yes.
But Shelton Benjamin is even more talented. I've always liked Shelton Benjamin, and he's always been talented. And I just think they got him in the wrong scenario. They could do so much more with him. But I did give it a 2.5 because, it was a decent match. Now, I do got to put something else in the book, and that's Chad Gable's butt chin is going in the book. And the reason why I'm saying this is because when he did the sunset flip, his chin was all up in Shelton's butthole. Well, I saw it. I was like, dude, get your chin out of there, man. That's disgusting.
He was doing the taint tickler.
Oh, my God. Yeah, with his chin. I was just
Taint
like,
tickler.
dude, what the fuck?
All right.
We're calling it Gable's butt chin.
All right. Gable's butt chin. You just made the book. Shelton was like, ooh. That made his eyes wander.
I'm telling you, people, rewatch the ending of the match. You don't have to watch the whole thing. Rewatch the ending of the match. You'll see it, and I'm telling you, you're going to start bursting out laughing.
All right. And you're going to end up crying by the end of this show.
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan and Rowan. Roman shows footage of Rowan being backstage during the attack, and Daniel Bryan starts slapping Rowan, and Rowan's like, "But boss, I didn't do it. I didn't do it, boss. What you talking about? I didn't do it." And Daniel Bryan's like, "I hate liars. You're a liar, liar." And then he goes to the ring. He goes to the ring and gets speared by Roman, and we still don't know who attacked Roman Reigns.
Terrible.
I hope it's Bobby Lashley.
It would be nice.
Ooh.
It would be nice, yeah.
But that's
You're
just
so
SmackDown.
creative.
I know. I gave
Yeah.
this a 0.5.
I gave it. That's what I gave it.
I gave it a 0.5.
Now, let me ask you guys a question, though. What's the end game here? What do you think the end game is? Seriously.
Harper.
Because one rumor that I did hear was that at Clash of Champions, they're going to do a match between Daniel Bryan and Roman. So they need to close this shit up by next week, by
Yes, sir.
next SmackDown.
Do you hear that?
Yeah, well,
Close it up by
overall-
next SmackDown.
Yeah, they'll do it next week now. For
Right.
sure. Overall, I gave SmackDown a 1.5 on the dot.
Wow.
It was a bad show. Tony?
I gave it a 1.625.
All right, Mimi.
And a 1.8125.
Wow.
Wow. All right. All right. With that being said, Miguel Cole, tell people where they can find us. Okay, so you can go find us on our Facebook page. Did we mention that this episode that you can find us on Facebook at Wrestling POV? And then if you want to make a comment, make a comment. I don't know. And then on Instagram at Wrestling POV1. Also on Twitter, Wrestling POV. Check out some things. Yeah.
some
And now
tings.
back, baby.
Ting-a-ling-a-ling.
You know what I'm saying? I'm doing a lot of stuff on the weekends now, Got my own pad. Wait, what? You don't have your own house. I said my own pad, as in my iPad. Come on. All right, with that being said, it's now time for NXT POV Mamma Mia. All right, no.
Mamma Mia.
Lord, when things become cool, I just want to stop saying them. All right. Io Shirai defeated Cammy Fields in a squash match, and after the match, Candice LeRae, Io Shirai tried to attack her with a kendo stick, and Candice LeRae came out, grabbed the kendo stick, and ran off Io Shirai. Gave this a 1.
I gave it a 2.
Wow.
Yeah. Gave it a 2. Mimi.
I gave it a 2 as well.
All right. Next up, we had Dominic Dijakovic
The Djokovic.
versus Keith Lee. Now, let me tell you something. I know,
Tell
Tony,
me.
you were questioning Keith Lee from the beginning, but come on, Tony. This match where Dominic wins the match, a Spanish fly off the top rope. These two big behemoths. I gave this match a 3.5. I was really impressed. Dominic is really good. Keith Lee is really good. What do you think?
Mimi.
I gave it a 3.5. I was screaming.
Now, I'll tell you this. I'm still not impressed with Keith Lee.
Damn!
Dominant, Javoka, I was just
He's gonna
like,
choke the bitch.
I was like, no, I'm bullshitting. I gave this a 3.5. I really liked this match. This was a really good match. I liked it. Yes.
Yeah,
I agree.
I mean, we all agree on a 3.5. That
Yes.
was really good.
I think that rating was the proper rating.
Yes.
Proper rating.
Proper rating. 3.5 stars.
Slotty. But then next up we had Shayna Baszler come out and talk about how she's the best or whatever, and then Rhea Ripley interrupts
Yeah.
and says, "Yeah, I know what you're gonna say. You beating everybody.
Is that
but
how she
you
said it, though?
Haven't beat me, bitch."
Is that how she said it, though,
She didn't
Rick?
say it like that.
How she say it? How she
Come
say
on,
it?
you got to do the accent. You can't Americanize it.
All right, I'm gonna say it's like you haven't beaten me, bitch.
Thank you. Much better. Get the shit right.
She had more attitude, though.
She did have more attitude, though.
Yeah, you haven't beaten me, bitch.
Butch? What the fuck was that?
It's
Call
like
her
a
Butch.
bullet.
Butch.
It's bullocks.
Bullock.
It's bullocks.
Bullocks. That's a word over there. I don't know what it means.
Yeah, it is. I mean something.
Yeah, it means something.
We need to
But
call
you
our
know what?
correspondent and
I know,
ask
right?
him.
What's it
Matt
mean?
Novak, what's a bullock?
What's a bullock?
Um,
Probably could
it's
doing a
when
curse
you
word.
bull lick. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
We gotta go
Alright,
back
you
to
don't-
the
Ready?
board.
Yeah,
nasty.
Nasty.
All right. I gave this a 1 because just because you say bitch doesn't make it a good freaking promo. I'm sorry. I'm sick of that where all these women wrestlers is throwing bitch around like it's all right. We're in the 21st century.
Yeah.
Feministas, let's go.
Right.
You don't have to call each other bitch. You can say son.
Yeah, I know, right? I gave it a 2 only because of the surprise factor of Ripley coming out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I gave it a 2 because Shayna looked shook.
She did.
Oh.
She did. Shayna looked shook.
And that's the first time that I've actually seen Shayna look shook.
Yeah.
Oh wow. All right. Interesting.
Yep.
But stupid. The Undisputed Era versus the Street Profits in a tag team title match. Mm-hmm. Undisputed Era, baby! The new tag team champions. So you know what that means.
Yep.
Roderick Strong is about to win the North American title
Yep. In
from the
Undisputed Era.
Velveteen.
They're going to
Yo,
take it
man,
all.
take it all for USA Network on September 18th.
That's right,
I
baby.
mean, I gave this a 2 point. Gave it a 2.5. I enjoyed it. That
Really?
means- yeah, I mean now the Street Profits go to Raw and
Yeah.
do something. What you give it?
Well, honestly, I gave it a 3.5.
Wow.
And the only reason why I gave it a 3.5 was, number one, I was going into this already knowing that the Street Profits lost their title because someone spoiled it a couple of weeks ago. So
Yes.
I already knew that. But they really changed my mind because of the match. The match was really, really good. So I gave it a 3.5. Mimi.
Well, I didn't know that the Street Profits was going to lose their title.
What?
I said I didn't know that the Street Profits
really?
were going to lose their title.
Okay.
I gave it a 3 because the Street Profits lost the title.
Yeah, I mean Undisputed Era needs to have all the gold going into this
USA.
war.
Yes, they
Yes.
do. Absolutely.
All right. Overall, I gave NXT a 2-star rating. What you give it, Tony?
Mine was a 3. Exactly.
All right,
Right on
Mimi.
the point.
Mine was a 2.625.
All
Wow.
right. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for Raw vs. SmackDown vs. NXT. Currently, Raw is ahead 9 to NXT's 8 to SmackDown's 3. Each week, we vote and we pick who we think's the winner. And by the end of the year, which is the end of the year is WrestleMania, that's when we decide who the winner is. Raw is currently ahead 1-0 in that aspect as they are the champions of last year. But NXT, they are making a run for it. Right now, my vote this week, as I look at everything, it was NXT, Raw, and then SmackDown this week.
Yep.
Mimi.
The same thing. NXT, Raw, SmackDown.
Yeah.
All right, Tony.
Yeah, I had the same thing. I had NXT, Raw, and SmackDown.
All right, so that means NXT wins this week, and now it's currently Raw with 9, NXT with 9, and SmackDown with 3.
And
SmackDown.
I tell you though, this is it's been a long time since NXT won too.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't been
Yeah.
that good in a while.
They haven't, and now coming to USA, you got to make a move for it. SmackDown, you're going to Fox. You
Don't go
got to
to
start
that-
picking up something.
They gotta start something. What'd you say?
So don't call it a comeback.
Rick's been hoping that for the past few months, and I think he gave up.
I
But not
definitely
only
gave up.
that, though, NXT is going to 2 hours.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about it, honestly.
Really?
Because it's good for the hour. You got to add a lot more for that second hour.
Yeah.
Do not give me something where you're dragging out promos now. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Just to fill
true.
in time.
Yeah.
And stop with the fucking video packages.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, they can't do that. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Is that the WWE Network apologizing?
Yes.
Probably. All right, so now before we go, we're going to do the AEW All-Out Pay-Per-View Points game from the Wrestling POV Global. They did their picks on Wednesday. We're doing our picks today. We ready?
Word.
Yes.
All right, so let me explain one more thing, too. For those that are new, basically all you do is pick point. You just pick a damn winner and then wager points. I can't explain it any better than that. My God.
Exactly.
And right now, the current champion is Rick. And they have the underachiever Beaver, which is currently held by Mimi Goody.
That's right.
Last place.
The last
Just so you
place.
know.
That's basically what it
Don't
is.
be looking at my beaver.
All right, we ready?
Nice. Yes.
All right. Again, these are not in order, so don't shoot us. The 21 Women Casino Battle Royal, the winner receives a Women's Championship match. Now, is that match going to be at TNT, or is that going to be on a different pay-per-view?
You know, it's a question to ask the guys at Wrestling POV Global.
You know what? They should know. Stop drinking on the show, damn it. All right, so now these are the women that are going to be in it. That's not all of them, because obviously there's going to be 21 women. I'm just going to read some of them. Teal Piper, which is Roddy Piper's daughter. Eva Lise from Lucha Underground is going to be in this. Jazz, Nyla Rose, Britt Baker, Yuka Sakazaki, Ali. All right.
Allie.
And Brandy Rose. Like I said, that's just some of them. I know there's a lot more. This one is straight up 20 points. We're going to do Mimi, Rick, and then me. So, who you got on this one?
Well, this one, I got two of them. I want Eva Lise to win.
Right?
That's my girl.
That would be nice,
You
yeah.
know? So, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to keep Eva Lise, even though I know Brandy is going to win. But it's Eva Lise, 18 points.
Damn, Rick.
Wow. So the way you win this and don't become the underachiever Beaver is you don't put 18 points on a 21-person match
Exactly,
where the
yeah.
odds are so against you. So I'm going to go 2 points, and I'm going to go with Awesome Kong.
Really? Awesome Kong, huh?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going Britt Baker. I think
right.
I think they're going to give it to Britt Baker, and I'm going to go, this is 20 points, I'm going to go 10.
All
I'll go
right,
10.
interesting.
Up next is Private Party versus Angelico and Jack Evans. This one is 10 points with the stipulation. 3 points with a pin, submission, or DQ. If you do pick a no contest, you cannot pick a winner. But you do get the 3 points. So while everybody else, if they didn't pick a no contest and they picked the winner, or they picked somebody and you didn't, you get 3 points, while everybody else can get up to a maximum of minus 13. So, Rick, who you got on this one?
All right, so the reason why I'm champion is because I absolutely positively guessed on that last one. I had no clue who was who. So I'm going to go with Private Party. I'm going to go 4 points pin.
Okay. Now, just to be fair, though, Angelico and Jack Evans, they lost like 3 straight. And with AEW doing this all, that losing and winning matters, you really think they're going to lose 4 straight?
You tell me that now? Go ahead, Tony.
You going to keep it?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. I already made my pick.
All right, I'm gonna go with Private Party. I'm gonna go 3 points, and I'm gonna go with Pin. That's what I'm gonna go with. Mimi.
And I'm gonna go Angelico Jack Evans, 3 points pin.
Okay. Up next is SoCal Uncensored, baby. SCU versus Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus, and Marco Stunt. This is only 5 points with the 3-point stipulation. It's on me. SoCal really doesn't need this win, so and Jungle Boy, they have been losing, so I'm gonna give it to Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus, and Marco Stunt. I'm gonna go 5 points, and I'm gonna go with a pin. So, Mimi.
I'm going Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus, because I like them. 4 points, and I'm gonna do DQ. No, submission.
Submission.
All right. See, now here's the thing. SCU is so much better than these 3 other guys.
Mm-hmm.
The size differential alone, Marco Stunt and Jungle Boy.
Luchasaurus is huge.
No, Luchasaurus is huge, but if you would have listened to me, I said that Jungle Boy and Marco Stunt. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna have to go with the underdogs in this one. SCU doesn't need this win. I mean, they're an established team,
right.
So I'm gonna go with the surprise, shocking win of Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus, and Marco Stunt. I'm gonna go 5 points. I'm gonna go with pinfall.
Wow. All right. So up next, Hikaru Shida versus Is it Rio or Ryu?
Rio sounds good.
Let's go with that one. Mimi, who you got?
I'm gonna go with Hikaru, 4 points and pin.
All right, Mimi. Rick.
I'm gonna go with Rio, and I'm gonna go with 2 points pin.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Rio. I'm gonna go 3 points pin. Then up next, we got Darby Allin versus Jimmy Havoc versus Joey Janela. This is 5 points with the step. Rick.
You know, I've been hearing a lot about Joey Janela. I like what I've been seeing from him.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna go. Jimmy Havoc also stands out for me,
Yeah.
but I think it's Joey Janela's time. I'm going with Joey. I'm going to give 4 points pinfall.
I'm going to go with Joey Janela, too. I'm going to go 5 points pinfall. Mimi.
Oh, interesting.
And I'm going with Joey J, and I'm going 3 points pinfall.
All right. Then up next, we have the best friends, Chuck Taylor and Trent Beretta, versus the Dark Order, Evil Uno and Stu Grayson. And the winner will receive a first-round bye in the AEW World Tag Team Championship Tournament. There's no stipulation in this just because of the way this is going to be set up. So I did it 15 points. It's on Rick. Mm-hmm. All right, Rick, what do you got?
No, it's on you, Tony.
Oh, it's on me? I'll go with the Dark Order. I'll go 5 points. 5 points is good enough. Mimi?
I'm going to go with the Dark Order, 13 points.
Wow. Rick?
You know, I'm going to go with the Dark Order, formerly known as Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go with 10 points.
Wow. All right, so now up next, Kenny Omega versus Pac. Pac is filling in for John Moxley. This one's a 10-pointer with the stipulation. Mimi, who you got?
I went with Pac, 4 points.
Really? Nice. Pin and submission?
I'll do pin.
Okay, Rick?
Now, see, here's the thing, man. When they've been trying to protect Pac for so long and bringing him into this match right now, I still feel like they're going to try to protect him. And the last couple of times, they've had no contest with him. They've had draws and stuff like that.
Yep.
So this is one of those moments where you just got to pick. And I'm definitely going to go with, Kenny Pac. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to go no contest.
Wow.
I think it's going to be a draw.
Okay.
Honestly.
I'm going to go with Pac. I think in the last pay-per-view, Kenny won, didn't he? Didn't he win? I think he did. And yeah, that whole thing of them protecting Pac, and Pac is the Dragon Gate champion and all this other shit. I'm going to go with Pac. I'm going to go 5 points pin. That's what I'm going to go. Mimi, you won, right? Yeah. All right, up next, Cody Rhodes versus Shawn Spears. This is 5 points with the stipulation. Who's it on now?
It's on me.
It's on you? Who you got?
Yeah.
This one's interesting because they can bring out one person with them, and they haven't announced it yet.
Yeah, you got to think Dustin's coming out with Cody.
Mm-hmm.
But Shawn's going to bring somebody else out that's not on the roster, I think.
Well, rumor has it that it might be Arn Anderson.
Woo! Ooh.
Yep.
Oh, that may change things. Is Cody gonna lose this soon?
He
No,
won.
Cody's not gonna.
No, actually, the match he had last, that was a draw. No, it was a draw. The match in the last pay per view ended up in a draw.
You know what? I'm gonna go with Cody. I'm gonna go Cody.
Now, go ahead.
How many points is it?
This
Five?
is 5 points with a step. Yeah.
I'm gonna go 5 points with a pin.
Okay, so now I'm gonna go straight up and I'm gonna explain my answer. I'm gonna go Sean Spears and I'm gonna go 5 points with a pin, and this is why. Sean Spears, formerly known as the Perfect 10, Ty Dillinger, he was always herbed in WWE. This is technically his first solo match, and you really think they're gonna herb him again? I don't think they are. I think whoever he's gonna pick is gonna help him get this win. So that's why I'm going with him. Mimi, who you got?
The Perfect 10.
Sean Spears.
And I'm going with 4 points pin.
Okay. Then up next for the AAA World Tag Team Championship.
What was yours?
Ladder match. Mine's, I said Sean Spears, 5 points pin. It's a ladder match. The Lucha Brothers versus the Young Bucks. This one is 15 points. It's on me.
Yes, sir.
I'm going with the Lucha Brothers. They're bringing the belts back to AAA, and I'm going the full 15. Mimi.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Not playing.
Yeah, you know what? And I agree with you.
Lucha Brothers?
Lucha Brothers, and I'm going the whole 15.
Okay. Rick?
Now, who's the current champs? The Lucha Bros?
Brothers, yeah.
All right, you know what? It's gonna go to the Bucks, and I think they're gonna have it in the tag team tournament. They're gonna have the AEW tag team titles and the AAA tag team titles on the line. So I'm going with Young Bucks, and I'm going 9 points.
Wow. All right, and the main event for the AEW World Championship, Chris Jericho versus Hangman Page. This is a 20-pointer with the stipulation. Mimi, the pressure is on you. Who you got?
Gotta go with Jer.
Really?
Yeah.
How many points?
I'm gonna go with Jer. 5 points pin.
There you go. Rick.
All right, you know, I've been hearing a lot of people talking about Jericho's going to win, Jericho's going to win, Jericho's going to win, including on the Wrestling POV Global Podcast, which you can find every Wednesday on iTunes, YouTube, Podbean, Spotify, iHeartRadio for free. These guys talking about Jericho's going to win. They put 20 points on the line, and this is why they are not the champion. This is why I am the current and best ever Wrestling POV Global Champion. I'm going with Adam Hangman Page, baby!
Wow.
20 points. Pinfall, the first ever AEW champion, followed up to give me and continue my Wrestling POV Global Championship streak.
Well, I tell you,
Tony.
I think this is going to make or break somebody. I'm going to go with it, too. I'm going Adam Hangman Page, and I'm also going 20 points, and I'm also saying a pin. So, yes. So, there it is, folks. There is your AEW pay-per-view points game all out. So, good luck to you alls. And that's it, motherfuckers. All right, let's go straight on to the book. If you're new to the show, basically what we do is we put the most ridiculous things in the week of wrestling. We just talk about it. We make fun of it. Sometimes it's funny. Sometimes it's like, you know what? We had enough. Just play along. And if you got any ideas, put it on our Facebook page. Like we haven't mentioned it 1,000 times in this episode. All right, so we ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. TJ Logan's Grindr account.
Definitely stays.
Matt Riddle's chancletas.
They stay. I mean, number 69 on the goddamn list
Exactly.
is staying.
Lafayette, Louisiana crowd.
Stays.
Kofi's mic privileges times 2. Didn't we say that if it's what the hell?
Yeah.
That it was
I think
gonna,
it's time.
A lifer?
It's a
As
lifer. Yeah.
Okay. Well, because the reason why is the tough guy act. We put that in there. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, Kofi's armpit tetas. Oh, that's a lifer. Never mind.
Stays.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Nicole Cross. That stays.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Bailey's badonkadonk.
That's
third. Yo, especially this week.
I was gonna say.
Sorry. She eat her steak and potatoes.
Especially, she had blue pants on too.
The blue pants,
I think
It
I don't
gave
know
you
what
blue
it
balls,
was.
didn't it?
Yeah.
I had to check. I was like, I don't have a 3D TV. I was like, what the hell?
This is why we do the book, folks. If you need a good laugh, this is the reason. He went country.
I know.
know she ate her sack of potatoes. Oh my god, my stomach hurt. All right, Colt Cabana's broke ass again.
Stays.
Fuck him, he stays. Yeah, Natalia's crybaby face.
That definitely stays, and thank you, Ian Damore.
Yeah,
for
the new
help with that
entrant
one.
into the book, and actually all these are new entrants into the book. Kofi's tough guy act stays. Lacey's veggie wedgie is back in the book, and of course,
yeah.
and of course, the last but not least, Chad Gable's butt chin.
Oh yeah.
That definitely stays.
That definitely stays.
See what happens next
May I
week.
please
so.
have your attention? The store will be closing in 5 minutes.
Oh, well, with that being said, I
We
guess
gotta
that's
go.
the end of the show. Oh, I'm still thinking about the steak invitation. I don't know why. All right, so that's it. Damn it. That's the end of the show. Good luck on the pay-per-view points game for the Wrestling POV Global. See who will become a new champion. Hey, good luck. You know what I'm saying? All right, with that,
And enjoy it, man.
Yeah.
Enjoy NXT UK as well. Don't
Yeah.
forget, they got their takeover.
and they'll be talking about that on their show on Wednesday. With that being said, it's just about time to go. And basically, right before we go, I play a song from my phone of over 1,000 trillion. 1,000 trillion. I guess that's a number now. Off my phone.
trillion?
Yeah, we'll go with that. Off my playlist. And all you do is just try to beat the Wrestling POV guys. And that's how we ride off into sunset. Until next week, we provide you with more content of wrestling. Yes, that's how we do it. With that being said, I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with
Meanie Goody.
and the third wheel,
Rick Serrano the third.
and our intern,
Miguel Cole. Adios.
Love, Peace, and Wrestling. We'll see y'all motherfuckers next week.
Peace out.
All right, we ready?
What the hell? Yeah.
Oh, God.
Johnny Gargano.
No, that's S.A. Rios. Remember him?
Edson Rio.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had him and Lita. They had a
Yeah.
match
They had
together.
to- I'll play something else, but that one was hard.
Yeah.
We've played this before.
This is Elias, no?
Elias. We played this before.
Elias.
Yeah.
Can you feel the heat? Say hello to Eddie.
Is that Eddie Guerrero?
Eddie
If
Guerrero.
you don't like it,
The Latino.
do you feel it?
Arriba, arriba.
You don't know no damn rights, motherfuckers.
All
in our shit. This was like a remix, though, wasn't it? Or was this the
Yeah,
original?
this is
I don't
probably
know.
that Attitude like
Yeah.
CDs they were selling.
Yeah.
Cause
Yeah.
I'm Latin. Yeah. Yo, too many try to cook what I already know.